how to avoid having to say no in the first place. This is, in one way, my favorite one of all of them. Prevention is better than cure. If you can set things up right, you might be able to avoid the question, or at least the need to say no to something at all. So how does this work? Well, one of the easiest ways of doing this is actually removing yourself from what I call the danger situations, these awkward encounters, the meetings where you know it's going to happen. So some of that can be, if you're working on something important, get yourself out of there. Go and work in a quiet space. Or it could be putting your phone on silent, flipping your phone over so you can't see the messages, turning your email off, turning your messenger or whatever else off. So that while you're working and focusing, some of these requests, particularly the small ones, just fly overhead and you don't even see them. And by the time you do, they've probably solved themselves. Now, just getting out of there doesn't always work. So you can't avoid everything. So there will be situations where you're going to need to be present and you know that some of these requests are going to come. That's where understanding your boundaries and pre-communicating them is super, super helpful. So if you're going into a situation and you're letting them know in advance that you are 100% committed for whatever it is, X weeks, months, the quarter, the year, you've set yourself up really well to deal with any request for extra help. That 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds beforehand will pay itself off 1,000-fold. You can do it in different ways. You can do it when you accept the meeting request. Sure, I can come along, just letting you know though that I'm 100% committed to X for the next 3 months. So happy to give input, but I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to be involved in this project. Or when you see someone, that person that's always asking for help or a favor, say, sure, happy to have a chat, but just letting you know that I'm super busy at the moment, so I'm not going to be able to do whatever it is, what we did last time. Investing that time in managing expectations, providing that clarity about your boundaries and your priorities will pay off 1,000-fold. And that is how you avoid the need to say no in the first place.